So everyone finally had the chance to try out the Mario Kart Wave 2 DLC pack by the time of this video, and while I personally agree with everyone when I say that Nintendo did better this time, I refuse to not stress enough when I say that Nintendo doing better isn't exactly the only thing that concerns me. Stages like Shroom Ridge and Sky Garden, although part of the Wave 1 DLC, still expose a pattern I feel Nintendo is disgustingly abusing to their advantage.
I think it's safe to say that Wave 2 has been pretty crazy. Arguably speaking, granted, I tried it on 200cc with a couple friends of mine, so the experience was a little different than with others, but frankly, we liked it. We thought it was okay. Nothing too crazy. The only problem, I guess, really, is just some of the choices in the tracks that we have going. And I'm not gonna lie, some are visually unique, but I do want to kind of talk about that for a second.
And before we go into anything, we are not talking about the leaks. We are absolutely not talking about the leaks. I haven't seen them, but I might, and I just need a second, for the sake of the rest of mankind, to just process life before I go over them. You heathens. We saw the light of courses like Mushroom Gorge and Waluigi Pinball, which I appreciate the way that they ported those over since they look pretty good from the rest of the pack. However, when it comes to stages like the tour tracks and Snowland, don't get me wrong, they're great, it's just, two things. One being that they're pretty easy tracks to make or bring over aside from the good music, and two being the fact that the tracks don't seem to fit the cups at all. And that goes for all the courses, not just the portable ones. Every cup in the original set had at least one track that was themed after a Mario item. Here, it's just tracks, and none of the tracks seem to fit together either.
When you have tracks like Shroom Ridge, that bring nothing to the table, it's like, why? That's my script.
Yes, the argument already being said, they look totally well done, and I get that. It's amazing we got Shroom Ridge ported to real HD. They really did a number there, keep it up. But the Hollow Bastion also looks beautiful in Smash, and nothing happens here! Don't lie to me! I'm gonna clean that up. For proof that you didn't hear real violence, I just took my little script book, and I'm so sorry. So what am I saying really? Am I saying that Nintendo is taking the easy route by getting through the easy to port tracks first, so that they have more time to better model the bigger, more expansive tracks in the future, because they're on a tight schedule? Or will we see more tracks like this, and Nintendo purposefully chooses to go the bare minimum? The former is not far-fetched. After all, some of the Nintendo boys and girls even started to unionize under stressful work conditions, so perhaps their quotas are spinning heads in that building. I don't know about you, but I had a bad feeling coming from this guy since the start. I bet he owns a second body pillow.
I think one of the tracks that I know they're going to put in is going to be Luigi's Circuit from Wii. I just feel like I know they're going to put it in because everybody remembers that track. But granted, I wouldn't want that there, to be honest with you. That's Wii's basic track, I would rather have Luigi's Mansion from the DS than Luigi's Circuit, okay? And Luigi's Mansion, I don't even know if that was even that memorable of a track, because, there wasn't much to it. Granted, this is their opportunity to innovate. They deserve every reason to work on these tracks as much as they can. It's one thing to be able to make a good stage and not have all of the quirks that you're supposed to intently put on it ready by the time of release. It's another thing when entire features and the possibilities of what you can make a stage aren't even considered. And say that they don't, and say that people are like, okay, well, see, like, that's enough. What they're doing is enough for everyone, and we're totally fine with it. What? Why? And I don't say this for us, but I say this specifically for Nintendo, a company that for decades prospered in the idea of quality over quantity. And when you have games like the Breath of the Wild that was delayed a couple times, only for it to end up becoming the game it is today, probably one of the best Switch games of all time, it makes me very irksome at the idea that the way that the content would be plastered in this way, despite art style differences, it just boggles my mind.
Trust me, we have some of the more iconic Mario Kart stages in the DLC pack already. Choco Mountain, Waluigi Pinball, Coconut Mall, Mario Circuit 3, Toad... Yeah, but aside from courses like the first two, a lot of courses that people find memorable are just really simple and really difficult, and that includes Rainbow Road on the Wii. Listen, Nintendo has every opportunity before the end of 2023, not the beginning, to make stages that are not only replayable, but also have a purpose. Otherwise, allow Nintendo to simply feed our desperate hunger for nostalgia. It's not like the other companies haven't gotten away with that already. The courses that I remember that can even come close to Mario Kart 8 status are the Double Dash, Wii, and 7 courses, but judging from the stage choices Nintendo is making right now, we're about to slowly figure out what $25 is truly worth here, and I have a feeling we don't deserve to wait so long for that. Well, unless you looked at the leaks, because if you did, then you don't even know my address. It's not like you can show me. Wait a second. I need to make some adjustments to the channel.